Hello guys. Today we are going to deal with one of the interesting factor of writing skill. As we all know that we try to find various way by which we can shorten the lengthy material in order to understand it better way for long period, right? In this way we are summarizing we the things, we are making the mind mapping by which we can expand our own concepts easily, very good form, very good manner, and at the same time with these all aspects we have one more writing skill that is called as note making. So guys, today just we are going to deal with one of the interesting writing skill, note making. Hello guys, do not be confused with two concepts, note making and note taking. Note taking, what we have done up till now, is nothing but note taking. In the time of lecture, when we are just in classroom, when teacher is teaching and you are noting something, that is nothing but note taking. In the time of study, when we are reading books, at that time what we are doing, we are writing something in the form of points. That is also nothing but note taking. You know what, we are having misconception about note making. Up till now what we have done, that is nothing but note making, we assume that, but this is not so. That is none but note taking. Okay, so what is note making? What is note making? Note making is a little more active and focused writing skill where a concrete connection between all relevant concepts and words is drawn to correct or connect all thoughts together by a method. There are several points. It might be tree diagram, it might be chart, it might be bar chart, it might be pie chart, it might be flow chart, it might be line graph, it might be tree diagram, it might be pictograms, it might be map or whatever the plans. These all are coming under note making. Okay, so here I have some certain similarities between note taking and note making. So both provides the student, I'm just going to read the sentences from the line from a textbook. Both provides the students with material for easy reference, preparation and study during an examination. So both note making or note taking, both provides the student with material for easy references, preparation during the and study during the examination. I already told at the time of examination, uh, the material, study material, the subjects, the syllabus is very vast. We have lots of subjects to study and the books are also very thick, you know. The writing, the understanding material also very lengthy. So it's going to be very difficult to read entire, to overlook even entire on very little span of time. So what we need, that both, we are just making notes, we are just taking notes, this both provides the lengthy material in a shortened form in order to understand it in a better way. Both aids the students in remembering facts easier as it utilizes both reading and listening senses. So while understanding, while reading, while listening, what we are getting it, it's going to be very difficult to remember all. So both, whether we are using note making or we are using note taking, both, okay, either in a passive form or in a active manner, but both helps us. It plays the role of aid, a kind of aid that may help the student to remember all the facts easier. Okay, then both have the same purpose, that is for the students to excel in their studies. That means to expand the knowledge, to excel the student in the time of in their studies. Okay, both helps the student to concentrate better and effectively. So both making or taking notes help the student to concentrate better and effectively. So this is what uh, the plus points or the similarities between note making and note taking. So there are some points that will have to that make them different or differentiate both than each other. Okay, so what is note taking and what is note making, guys? I'm just going to read the points and I will make a photocopy and I will send it to you in order to understand it well, to read it in a proper form. If you have textbook, you can go through textbook page number 148 where you will get all those points as well. That first one, only jotting down points involves no sight interpretation. That is about note taking. Okay, and what is a note making? Helps students to see each points clearly along with its link or connections with each other. That means in note making we are using some reference books as well with the course material. Okay, then what second point, for note taking, very little changes are required. That means what is being told, what is being heard, what is being read, we are just pointing it and no need to make changes there. And here easier to change the notes made. So we are having various reference books, so we can use the words from here and there in order to understand the knowledge in a better form. Okay, third point, note taking. Taking points from one source at a time. So in note taking, we are just taking the points from one source. In other hand, in note making, involves the taking of points from different sources. So if we are using reference books, then we are having lots of sources. So we are just taking points from various sources as well. So we have choices. Okay. The next point, that less understanding. In note taking, we are just very busy in noting something, so less understanding that we are having, and here more understanding. Of course, when we are just referring some reference books, we are just using some reference books at that time, we have our course material, at the same time we have relevant material as well. So if we don't understand the language of the book easier, then we are having some other books as well, source materials as well, so by which we can understand it easily, isn't it? uh, Next one, for note taking, points or notes are written in full form. That means points given by sources are taken directly. Okay, and here note making is often in short form. So we are using abbreviation in note making, whereas note taking we are using directly the words. Okay, then only gives the early configuration for the whole topic. So early configuration, what we are just noting, what we are just listening, what we are just reading, only that configuration we are just using there or adding there. But here helps the students in capturing its main key. So here what we are getting, it helps, that means note making helps the students in capturing its main key. So when we are using various sources, we are able to understand the main point, the key point, and we are easily getting the key point, or what we call as central idea, right? Then the last point is that in note taking, that notes are made from sources, they are handmade since the time available is limited. So note taking, it is already said, it's at present we are making, the one point we are using, the one source we are using, so it has some certain limitation. And on the other hand, note making constructed by the learner themselves in handmade or in computer type form. So here what is done, we're having lots of sources, we are using various reference books or whatever from the clips from the other source as well. So it can be also handmade, it can be also written on computer as well, typed as well, but it is understood by a student at first, and then it is noted into copy or the pages, right? So it's very confirmed, it is concretized according to the knowledge of a student, and that's why it's long lasting. So here we can say that note making is more concrete as compared to note taking. So guys, be very careful, clear about the difference between note taking and note making. Okay, so guys, try to understand it and try to listen this view once, twice or thrice, and then on this textbook page number 149 we have given one of the example. On the basis of that, it is note making is also being made uh, in various forms. Already I said note making can be made in the form of table, in the form of charts like bar, pie, flow, and various charts. Then it can be in the form of line graph, it can be tree diagram, it can be pictogram, it can be map, or it can be a form of plants. So these are the various styles of note making. उम्मीद करते हैं कि आपको ये पाठ समझ आया होगा, और अगर थोड़ी दिक्कत है देन आप कॉल कर सकते हैं, अपने क्वेश्चंस रख सकते हैं, और अगर कोई दिक्कत जाती है देन आई एम हियर, आई विल ट्राई माय लेवल बेस्ट टू सॉल्व योर क्वेरीज. Take care, understand the chapter in a well manner. It will come for 4 marks in examination, and yes, each and every marks are valuable in the time of examination to secure good score, and for that purpose it is also very important. Don't neglect it, be very careful while understanding it. Try to maintain your own understanding. What means I am trying to say here, make your own notes. Not only take your notes, but make your own notes. That means use some other reference books as well in order to understand it better way. अच्छे से समझने के लिए कुछ और रेफरेंस बुक्स आप ले सकते हो. ग्रामर के एक हिस्से में भी, राइटिंग स्किल के एक हिस्से में भी आपको नोट मेकिंग ज़रूर मिलेगा. अगर आपके पास कुछ बुक्स, रेफरेंस बुक्स इससे रिलेटेड अवेलेबल है, देन आप उसका भी इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. आप ज़रूर देखें और समझने की कोशिश करिए. ठीक है, फिर आपके सामने आएंगे नए चैप्टर के साथ. टिल देन टेक केयर.